I feel like we doing scary Stalker right here, right? You know what I'm saying? But what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Jake Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy for you, dog. Life easy. But make sure y'all follow my Instagram and Twitch in the description down below. Everything you need to know about your boy Jay is in the description down below. Now, all the people go ahead and freaking leave, man. You know what I'm saying? That niggas go and get the freak out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? I know I got a whole bunch of wussy cats. You know what I'm saying? In the freaking chat. So, you know what I mean? For all the people, go ahead and freaking leave. You know what I'm saying? I understand. You know what I'm saying? But we got the Stalker horror stories, man. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Hey, man, look, man. Can't blame them, though, man. Some people just got a bad scary. Like, some people just can't watch nothing scary, though. Like, for real. There's some people like that, though, that just can't watch nothing scary. They get too scared. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people just don't play that paranormal and that demonic junk. This not even no paranormal demonic junk, but, you know, it's still kind of scary. You know what I'm saying? But some people just don't like scary stuff in general, bro. So, I understand that, dude. You know what I'm saying? I can't blame you. You know what I'm saying? But for me, told y'all, you know what I'm saying? I've been watching scary videos ever since I've been little, so it's really nothing to me, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, 3 very scary, true Stalker horror stories if y'all do want to go. And I put some new scary reactions in the scary playlist section. So if y'all didn't see them new scary videos that dropped, it's in the playlist section, right with my cartel reactions, my true crime reactions, whatever you want to see, it's in the playlist section, man. You know what I mean? It's my highest viewed playlist section. I be trying to tell y'all, 24,000. Thumbnail time. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? 24,000 people has watched that playlist.
22, I started seeing a guy who I met on a dating app for a while. His name is...
I'm already getting pissed off. I'm just saying, look. Okay, look. For all the ladies and gentlemen, why a dating app, man? I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. You that desperate, bro? You that desperate? You that afraid of being lonely that you got to go on the dating app? Never in my life have I ever downloaded Tinder or any dating app of any sort. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not desperate for it, bro. You know what I'm saying? When it come, bro. Y'all niggas be dead. And it's like, you don't even know if that's the person you talking to. You don't even, like, it's very weird, bro. Like, honestly.
Hunter. We went on like 4 dates in the span of a little over a month. At first, things seemed all right. Our first date was a quick coffee date, less than an hour. More of a screening process to
nigga said I was ducking him and mad, and I don't even know who the freak you is, my nigga.
Seemed normal. Our second date was at a nearby bar for some drinks. We both got a nice buzz, and it was a nice time. Our third date was dinner, and this was when I started to question things. Question if I really clicked with his personality, or if I felt like there was something slightly off about him. The date ended with a kiss still, the first and only time we ever kissed, so I convinced myself that because I let him kiss me, things went all right. It wasn't until a couple weeks later that we went on our 4th and final date. We went out for drinks once again. This time, I went into it with a less excited mindset, and I was paying more attention to little quirks in his behavior that I realized were kind of unusual. It's hard to explain exactly what I mean, but some of his mannerisms just gave off antisocial and borderline creepy vibes. He started to drink way too much on this date as well, and he started getting really touchy-feely at the bar, trying to kiss multiple times. I'm not a fan of PDA, especially not when sitting at a bar with people next to me. I politely turned down his advances, and within a few minutes, I mentioned I was tired, heavily implying we should leave. He asked for the check, paid it, and then we grabbed our coats and left. As we were walking to our cars, he stopped me and very bluntly asked me if we could go home together. I said not tonight, I'm tired and have work tomorrow, which was a lie. He shockingly kept trying, saying he'd drive me to work tomorrow and such. I found it to be absurd whether he was drunk or not. I also wasn't a fan of him drunk driving home. I made the decision at that point that I wouldn't see him again. I went to my car in the parking lot across the street and started driving home slowly, just because I had a couple drinks in my system.
You know where you live?
I wasn't drunk, but I was still very cautious. I was also overly alert of my surroundings, looking around for cops, which perhaps is why I picked up on the fact that the same car was behind me still after I made at least 3 turns. And at a certain stoplight, I realized it looked like Hunter's car. I texted him, "Are you following me?" He texted back pretty quickly, saying, "Yes, I just want to make sure you get home okay."
Bro, get your little weird self on, bro. This is a grown woman, bro. Talking about she need to trying to make sure, you know what I'm saying, she get home safe. You know what I'm saying? Get your little weird self on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand weird niggas and I can't stand weird females. Y'all be on that weird stuff too. All y'all niggas be weird. Both females and men be weird as heck, bro. You know what I mean? Because you got some crazy women out here too, bro, that be on that weird stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? On God, they be trying to make it seem like stalking just a man thing. Nah, man, y'all women be on that weird junk too, bro, for real. You know what I'm saying? But Hunter, get your little weird self home, bro. I'm talking about, I'm trying to see if you just make it home okay, you know? I'm just very worried. Like, get your little weird self home, bro. I just look at this like, dang, what if this was my sister, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, do I really got to knock your head open, boy?
I called him, but he wouldn't pick up. This was so weird and quite frankly creepy. I pulled over and texted him to
I'm talking like this is my sister. So I'm like, nigga, do I really got to knock your head open, Hunter?
Weird and quite frankly creepy. I pulled over and texted him to stop following me. I'm fine.
How would you pull over?
He stopped in the middle of the street for a second. I presumed to read my texts, and then he drove off past me. He didn't text back. Not until I got home and was in bed. He said as follows, "I hope I didn't weird you out tonight."
Oh shoot, see this the real freaking text right here? Golly, she sent the message. Hold on, let me see what Hunter said right quick.
He said as follows, "I hope I didn't weird you out tonight. Sorry I got so drunk. Next time we should do something a little more low-key, like dinner at my place or something." I didn't answer. So the next morning, he followed up with, "Oh no, is the vibe dead?" I still decided to wait a bit to respond. Not even 2 hours later, he sends me a question mark. So I decided to reply now before it got worse.
Gang, you really think she want to have dinner with you when you were just following her, bro? Know what I'm saying? Hunter, oh my God, bro, it's just so cringy. I ain't gonna lie, this don't make me cringe. Like, y'all niggas really like this. That's just crazy. I'd be like, y'all niggas really, y'all really like this for real? Like, that's crazy.
I said, "Hey, I had a great time getting to know you, but I just think our personalities don't click that much. I also really just want to focus on myself right now. I hope you understand."
Leave her alone!
After this was when the angry texts started coming in. The worst of which being, "No, I don't understand. You strung me along for 4 dates to tell me that? How about you pay me back half of everything I bought for you then?"
Hey, Hunter, man, that's your fault, man. You know what I'm saying? That's you did, nigga. That's your fault. You feel me? For real, nigga. The heck with your 4 dates, nigga. You know what I mean? Straight up. Oh, man, just because you took her on 4 dates, that means she has to stay with you, Hunter? You know what I'm saying? You weird, gang. She probably was feeling you, bro, the first 2 dates, bro. And then the 3rd date, you know what I'm saying? She got a little iffy vibe from you, but she still was messing with you. And then the 4th date, bro, you just weirded her out, bro. You know what I'm saying? She probably was messing with you, bro, until you start acting weird, nigga. Talking about, man, no, I don't understand. You strung me along for 4 days to tell me that. How about you pay me back everything? Have everything I bought for you then. You know what I mean, bro? Hunter, get your little stupid self on, gang.
There were a few other angry texts that involved personal information, so I'm not going to include them, but they were enough to prompt me to block him. I thought this would be the end of it, but then I started receiving no caller ID phone calls non-stop. I ignored all of them until he finally seemed to get the message and stopped. The next day, when my parents weren't home, I got home from work to find a bouquet of flowers on the stoop along with a card.
That freak this nigga know where you live.
The card was an apology from Hunter, asking for a second chance. He somehow knew where I lived. That disturbed me. In his mind, he somehow must have thought that this would come off as charming or sweet, when in reality it was extremely alarming. I sent a long and final text to him to please not contact me anymore and never come to my house again, or I'd file for a restraining order. I kept his number blocked so I wouldn't see his response. I thought things would be over now, but I couldn't be more wrong. It was not long after this that I was home alone for the night. My parents' house is big, and I had a loft bedroom, which meant my bedroom was the highest point in the house.
How the freak will you know your bed?
I awoke in the middle of the night to something. I I wasn't sure what it was at first, but I felt as though I was hearing noises from downstairs. I tried my best to listen closely, and then I heard what was very obviously a door opening from outside my bedroom. One of the upstairs doors. Nobody was supposed to be home that night. Even in my haze from freshly waking up, I still immediately thought intruder.
It's that nigga Hunter.
I crawled out of my bed onto the floor and shimmied under the bed. Before calling 911, I texted everyone in my family asking who was home. I heard some distant noises from somewhere in the home, one of the other bedrooms. And then my bedroom door opened, and footsteps came up the carpeted stairs. After they reached the top step, there was silence. The whole room is carpeted, so I couldn't hear any potential footsteps.
Hunter finna kill something.
And then I heard the drawers next to my bed begin opening. I held my mouth with my hands to mask my breathing. I could feel my heart racing. I heard a man's voice say, "God fucking damn it," under his breath. In that moment, I thought, wait, that might have sounded like Hunter's voice.
Nigga, don't you think, nigga, what the freak you think this is? Nigga, so you telling me the first name, you telling me that the first name, you know what I mean, you ain't think of Hunter? You feel me? You hearing footsteps in your house. You're a nigga walking around in your house. You just had a bouquet of flowers posted up at your front doorstep. Hunter been acting weird with you. You telling me you didn't expect this to be Hunter? You know what I mean? You thought Hunter got the memo, huh? Oh yeah, I told Hunter off. Know what I'm saying? No, you just made Hunter more angry. Hunter like, I know this B did not just say this, man. I know she did not just say this. Some niggas just don't know how to take rejection well. I'm gonna keep it real with you. So I say, ladies, sometimes for y'all safety, man, hey man, you know what I'm saying? If a nigga come up to you, you feel me, ask you for your number, man, just give that nigga your number, man. You got niggas out here killing women, man, you know what I'm saying, because they getting rejected. For your safety, ladies, if a nigga asking for your number, all right, you know what I'm saying, get a nigga a fake number. You ain't got to get a nigga a real number. Get a nigga a fake number. You feel me? That's why I prefer you. Don't give you a real number. You ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Because only a few people got my number. You know what I'm saying? Just get a nigga a fake number or something. You feel me? But man, these niggas out here, man, you feel me? Them niggas crazy, man. You'll come across a nigga like Hunter now.
Wait, that might have sounded like Hunter's voice. I still didn't move, and I prayed my phone did not get any notifications now.
You got stirred.
I heard more rummaging sounds. He was going through my entire dresser. Then I heard and felt the bed move as he sat down. I was staring at the outline of 2 shoes through the bed skirt. Even in the dark, it was visible. I don't know what he was doing on the bed, but he sat there for over 2 or 3 minutes before getting up, and I heard him say under his breath, "Fucking bitch." I heard all the drawers close, and then I heard footsteps walk back down the stairs,
I thought you
the
was
door
gone.
shutting, and then sounds of footsteps walking down the stairs to the living room. I called 911 now, and I still whispered into the phone just to be safe. I stayed on the line and stayed under the bed for 10 to 15 minutes until one of the police officers showed up, and I went down to meet them at the front door, and even that was tense. After letting him in, I told him everything he didn't already know from the phone call he responded to. As such, he did a sweep of the house, and during that another officer arrived, this one female, who also assisted in the search. It turned out every window was unlocked, and one of the windows, the dining room one, is big enough for someone to crawl through, though I don't think anyone ever pictured someone squeezing through the bush in front of the window and then crawling through it. I gave a verbal statement of everything. I was given a report number and they left.
How you know where you
live? My parents returned
live?
home the next day. They already knew everything from my texts and phone call with them. We went to the police station with my report number and gave as much information as possible, such as text screenshots, including him admitting he was following me home. They said they'd investigate, though without solid proof it was him inside the house, it was tricky. I think the case lost steam when I really didn't have any proof of anything. I did, however, successfully get a restraining order against him, and I was advised to never accuse him of having broken in, nor ever contact him again. He thankfully didn't, but from that point till the moment I moved out of my parents' house, I was always uncomfortable he would be creeping around outside. Even today, I sometimes fear he might find out where I currently live.
Yeah, how you found out where you live, you know what I'm saying? Like, How a nigga find out where she lived? Like, did you tell him on accident or something? Like,
I was in the 6th grade when this happened. This all started on the week of Halloween, when I would stay after school to help decorate a haunted house for my school's Halloween carnival. I often got to stay and fool around with some of my friends while getting awarded with pizza for helping decorate. Along with my friends, there was also this other kid who would stay late.
Saying bro probably put something under her car or something. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Honestly, bro probably, you know what I'm saying? Now I feel like bro then put something under her car or something. Now, cause niggas, regular niggas, y'all niggas don't know how to track numbers. Regular nigga don't know how to track numbers. So unless Hunter was one of them niggas, but no, I doubt that. I feel like he put like one of them tracking devices under her car, bro. The baby had that or something, you know what I'm saying? Niggas don't know how to track numbers for y'all niggas don't know how to track no numbers.
Call him Chris. We had gotten along for the entirety of the time.
That nigga was a geek or something, yeah, right?
And he never once gave me any reason to feel uneasy.
Other than that, nigga put a freaking tracker on their freaking car, probably followed home.
He was genuinely a funny and cool kid. But anyway, fast forward 2 weeks. I was suddenly approached by a group of girls in my grade who were all excited and had wide grins on their faces. I asked them what was going on, only for them to tell me that I had a secret admirer and that he would be texting me tonight. Now, I'd be lying to you if I told you that I wasn't excited, or at the very least curious about this. I wanted to know who. Later that night, when I was about to go to sleep, I got a notification from Messenger. It was the only app I had at the time that I always used to communicate with my parents whenever I was home alone. The message was from Chris. I had completely forgotten that I added him on Facebook on Halloween. I opened the message and it read, "Maya, I need to talk to you." I was concerned and quickly replied, "Yeah, what's going on? Everything okay?" To this day, I wish I hadn't replied. The typing bubbles appeared and stayed there for a good 2 minutes, which meant that he was still typing. It felt like forever until his message finally came through. I didn't expect what came next. In a long paragraph, he confessed his love for me and how I've been driving him crazy since Halloween. He also proceeded to explain how he tried to impress me during recess and phys ed with his soccer skills, but that I never seemed to notice him. He said that he was growing tired of being ignored, and it ended with, "I want you to notice me. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, will you be my girlfriend?" I cringed at every word. I stared at the message for a long time. What the hell, I barely even know this kid, and I drifted apart from him a long time ago. I was trying to come up with a way to let him down easily, as I didn't want to hurt his feelings.
I ain't gonna lie, man. When I was in 5th grade, we used to play dodgeball. Dodgeball was lit. You know what I'm saying? It was like a competitive dodgeball match, bro. You know what I'm saying? You had all the fine girls, bro. You know what I mean? Like on the side of a wall, you know what I'm saying? You had all the fine girls. They used to be cheerleading, you know what I'm saying? It was just a dodgeball, bro. Dodgeball was very competitive in 5th grade. So you had this fine girl named Caroline, you know what I'm saying? This other girl named Emily. I ain't gonna lie, boy. I used to try to be the best dodgeball player, boy, in front of Caroline. Though I ain't gonna lie, boy. I had the biggest crush on Caroline, boy. I ain't gonna cap to you, boy. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy, like, when we little, it's like the girls that don't even look that good, like the girls you won't even talk to, bro, now, was the girls you had the biggest crush on when you were little. Like, if I seen Caroline, I wouldn't even talk to Caroline now. But I was crazy about her, though. I ain't gonna lie, I was crazy about this white girl named Morgan Graham. You know what I'm saying? With the Webb Elementary, bro, Morgan Graham. I was crazy about that white girl. I ain't gonna lie, that white girl was pretty. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, that white girl, I know she fine. I ain't gonna cap, I know she fine. I was crazy about Morgan Graham. I swear. You feel me? It was this white girl named Morgan. I was crazy about her, but I ain't gonna lie to you. But I was crazy about this girl named Brianna Reese, Shekinah McDaniels. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, boy. You feel me? I was crazy about, a little four-ish, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, you feel me? But who I like more out of all four of them, shoot, I ain't gonna cap. You know what I'm saying? Brianna, I like Brianna, bro. I like Shekinah. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the only girl I actually talked to today, I want to talk to Brianna and I want to talk to Caroline. But I'll talk to Shekinah, bro, and I'll talk to freaking, you feel me? I'll talk to Morgan Graham for sure. You know what I'm saying? The last time I seen Morgan Graham, that was in like 4th grade. You know what I'm saying? After I moved from Webb Elementary and then went to Hollins, I ain't never seen Morgan Graham again. I ain't gonna cap. You know what I'm saying? I like Savannah Fleming too, Savannah Fleming. It's crazy how all these girls started to pop up in my mind. I'm like, bro, I was crazy about it, but I'm telling you, boy, for real. I'm saying, bro, in Alabama, bro, they had some bad white girls, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Y'all be dang, bro. If you talking about you ain't gonna date, bro, I date everything, bro. I seen some bad white girls, bro. I'm not gonna cap. So for y'all niggas talking about y'all only date black, I ain't gonna date no white girl. Shit, all right, bro. Oh, because they're parents and grandparents. Look, bro, I got blick and all that. I'm not worried about no grandparents. I'm not worried about no parents and none of that. You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't gonna be on no get out. You know what I'm saying? I got straight blicks, and if a grandparent play, I'm putting the grandparent right in the ground.
I told him I didn't like him like that. And then
yeah, I'm tired of niggas talking about some, the grandparents. Now, ever since niggas watch Get Out, niggas don't talk to no white girls. I ain't finna talk to no white girl no more. Nigga, see what them niggas did in Get Out? Ever since niggas watch Get Out, them niggas don't want to talk to no white girls. Nigga, you talk to white girl before that movie came out. That movie came out. Niggas like, oh, white girl, no, ain't it. Ain't it.
To just be friends. I could tell right away that he didn't like this answer. He kept asking me why, and I had to come up with a reason each time until he eventually stopped answering. The next morning was a nightmare for me. Some of his friends kept coming up to me and telling me that Chris wanted to kiss me,
bro,
which he
Chris,
told the
get the
entire
freak on.
grade he wanted to do, and that he would do it even if it meant cornering me.
Oh, hold on, Chris.
Entire grade he wanted to do.
Freak Chris, weirdo.
Coming up to me and telling me that Chris wanted to kiss me, which he told the entire grade he wanted to do, and that he would do it even if it meant cornering me. Taking this as a threat, I decided to tell my teacher. She told me to stay inside during recess and lunch, and that if he ever got even close to me, to run right back to the classroom. This wasn't enough for me. I reported him to the principal, who told me he would do something right away, and this gave me some relief. I feel I should mention that I lived right across the street from my school, and everyone knew this, including Chris, which leads me to what happened next.
Hey, you live right across the street from your school?
I was walking home from school. I hadn't even been inside my house for more than 2 minutes before I heard someone knocking on my front door. I peeked out the window just in time to see someone ducking behind a parked car across the street. It had to be Chris. He must have been following me. My mom opened the door to find a piece of paper on the floor, and not surprisingly, it was addressed to me. I read the note out loud, and it said there was a surprise waiting for me under the Cadillac in my driveway, which at the time belonged to my brother.
It's a weird nigga, Chris. Chris, you this young. You too young to be this weird already, man. You know what I'm saying? How you already this weird and you only like in the 5th grade? You know what I'm saying? Niggas get weird, you know what I'm saying, when they around like what? 9th grade at all. This little nigga a stalker at the age of 12.
My mom went to check, only to find nothing. But it was after this day, my brother's Cadillac stopped working. I still have no idea what Chris did to the car, but my brother was forced to sell it. Unfortunately, my nightmare doesn't end there. I was constantly harassed by Chris's friends telling me to give him a chance and that he would treat me right. There was even a moment when I caught Chris taking a picture of me walking home, and the only reason I saw him was because I barely heard the sound of an iPhone camera behind me. Who knows how many photos of me he had on his phone? And every morning I woke up to a message from him with something along the lines of, "I can't wait to see you at school," or "I bet you'll look beautiful today." The harassment and stalking were only getting worse, and it was making me fear for my safety, especially now that he knew where I lived. Finally, I got a call into the counselor's office and I felt relieved, expecting her to tell me that Chris was gonna get in trouble or that the cops would get involved. Anything. Instead, what I heard was worse. The counselor proceeded to tell me that boys will be boys, that they do crazy things when they're in love, and that I shouldn't be mad about this.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's crazy for a counselor to say. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I would have went up to that school and raised straight hell. My boys will be boys. Man, nigga, I wasn't doing that. I mean, boys will be boys. I wasn't doing what Chris doing. What you mean boys will be? That little nigga weird. If I would have went to that freaking school and raised straight hell, you know what I mean? Straight up. Feel me? Boys will be boys. They shouldn't be mad about. Man, look, hey man, hey, go and just step outside for me right quick. Let me go and just, tap this counselor in the jaw right quick. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I ain't gonna play with my kids, bro. Especially my daughter. Wish your little nigga would come around this house. I'm gonna beat that little nigga like he a grown man. I'm telling you. Come on here, Chris. Come on to this house right here. Play crazy you want to. I'm gonna beat your little head in. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I ain't gonna play around with that little nigga. Straight up. You wanna play grown man games? I can be like grown man then, little nigga. Straight up. You feel me? I ain't finna play about my kid. I'll say, cuz, hey, I'm fighting kids and everything when I get killed. I'm fighting kids. Tell my kids you want to. Alright? I'm beating kids slanging. I'm beating pops fighting. You know what I'm saying? I want you to go get your daddy too. Watch how I beat your daddy too. Go get your daddy too. I'm gonna beat that nigga too. I'm gonna beat him too.
I feel flattered as this kind of stuff was bound to happen, but the only thing I could do was to accept it and learn from it. At the time, I didn't see the problem with her words, as I genuinely believed her. But looking back on it now, this was an insane and disturbing thing to say to a 6th grader who was being sexually harassed and who was fearing for her safety almost every day. That afternoon, I came home from school telling my mom everything the counselor told me, and she was rightfully furious. I was called to the principal's office again that same week, this time with my mom present. I remember very clearly my mom telling the counselor and principal, "What are you waiting for something bad to happen to her before you do something?" She continued to ask why it was taking so long for something to be done. They both stayed silent. My mom ended it by threatening the counselor and telling her to never speak to me again unless she was present. But unfortunately, I don't think the school ever did punish Chris, which to this day enrages me. He basically got away with everything. It doesn't even end there. One night during the weekend when my parents had gone shopping, I was about to go to bed after watching a YouTube video on my iPad.
They left you at home by yourself? 6th grade? I mean, shoot, I ain't gonna cap. Yeah, in 6th grade, I was at home by myself. I ain't gonna cap. Yeah, heck yeah. Tripping. 6th grade, that's when I started. 5th grade, heck no. 6th grade, when I was going up to middle school, 6th, 7th, yeah, that's when I started being home by myself, though, for sure. But I told you, I used to hate being home by myself in 6th grade with that little apartment I was in. Like, yeah. But yeah, 6th grade, that's when I started being home alone.
iPad, when I heard something at my window.
Now, I'm
on the 2nd floor, so this was especially strange. The only thing that hits my window are birds accidentally flying into it. I sat up listening. Then it happened again. It sounded as if someone had thrown something at the glass. Then it happened again and again. They were consistent thuds, and it was starting to freak me out. I finally got the courage to get up from my bed and see what it was.
Little nigga Chris.
My heart dropped into my stomach when I opened the curtain and looked down to see Chris holding a handful of rocks, looking up at my window. He somehow had managed to figure out which window was mine. He was about to throw another when he noticed me. I could ever so slightly see that he was saying something, but I didn't stop to see what. I remember going to see if every window and door was locked, and thankfully everything was.
This little nigga think it's romantic.
When I returned to my room, I received 4 messages from Chris. "Why did you leave? I just want to talk. I'm sorry, all I wanted was a kiss. Please forgive me. You are not who I thought you were. Bye." I blocked him after that. Thankfully, I never had another incident, even though I had to see him throughout the entirety of my school years, from 6th grade to senior year.
What?
The last thing I heard about him was that he was arrested. God only knows for what. The saddest and scariest part of my story, though, is the fact that a counselor was comfortable with telling me that this kind of behavior was a compliment and a learning experience for me as a girl. I just hope that woman no longer works with children, and that I never have to see Chris again.
Imagine you have to see a weird nigga like that from 6th to 12th grade. Dang, that girl was dealing with this nigga from 6th to 12th. No, she was happy when she graduated.
As possible with this. This was a very serious occurrence that I have PTSD about, and unfortunately, it scarred me. I'm changing all towns and names in this story, so there's no way it gets traced back to me. I've been a very reclusive person most of my life. It started at a young age. Even in my early school years, my teachers would tell my parents I had antisocial behavioral problems. I would even be included in some of the, I guess you would say, special 20-minute classes for speech and behavior in elementary school. At the time, I didn't comprehend why I was being brought there while the rest of my class wasn't. Middle school was when the pressures of the social hell that school is really started to set in. Kids started forming their friend groups, and that only carried over into high school and got worse. I never had learning disabilities.
But I ain't gonna lie though, it's like for me, like I wasn't one of them niggas that even tried to like I don't know, like, I wasn't even one of them niggas that like, for me, bro, straight up, even at work, bro, like when I used to work, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm one of them niggas that people just gravitate towards, bro. Like, do y'all feel like, I'm like, bro, I be being quiet. I don't even try to talk to nobody. Niggas just come up talking to me. Niggas just want to be friends with a nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was in high school, bro. It's like, I moved up here from Alabama, bro, off the rip, gang. Niggas just started talking to me, bro. I be chilling, bro. I'm not the type to try to click in with no niggas or none of that, bro. You feel me? I'm dolo. You feel me? So, like, even all the niggas that I started clicking with now, like, nigga just, I ain't gonna lie, nigga really came with me first. I'm gonna keep it real with you, you feel me? Like, every nigga that I was cool with at school, niggas started coming to me first, and then we just click. I ain't gonna cap. You feel me? But for me, nigga, I'm dolo. You feel me? I don't even really be, I ain't the type to come up. If I don't know you, bro, I'm not finna come up and talk to you, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You feel me? Straight up. I'm not the type to, how you doing? My name is Jalen. You ain't getting that from me. I'm finna walk past you like I ain't never seen you, nigga. You feel me? Straight up. You feel me? But it was just like that. It wasn't like, nigga, I say this girl right here or this boy, whatever, whoever this freak this nigga is, you feel me? Probably ain't antisocial. Nigga just probably just don't find the need to talk to nobody. You feel me? Like, you know, shoot, just probably cool being alone. They always think there's something wrong with a nigga that want to be alone, bro. You know what I'm saying? Talking about he antisocial. Niggas just probably want to be left alone, bro. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just probably just chilling, bro. I don't know what's wrong with people. You know what I'm saying? With people that just want to be quiet. It's like people that's quiet offend some niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, what you offended for, nigga?
Anything. I just had social issues, which had gotten better as I've grown older.
I'm like, bro, you know you
could like myself an awkward, introverted person.
See, it's awkward, nigga. You know what I'm saying? This is an awkward. You feel me? I ain't like that. You feel me? I ain't awkward. You feel me? You just look at a nigga and tell he's awkward. Oh, this nigga is awkward. Freak. You know what I'm saying? So he probably was awkward.
However, I've made my close friends, and I'm grateful for that. But now let's talk about girls. Of course, being a social recluse comes with having trouble with the ladies. Honestly, not to get too graphic, but, you know, it means something to my story. I lost my virginity at 21. That's a bit late, I'd say.
Bro, good, gang. Golly. It's a bit late, nigga. It's not a bit late, bro. You still young. You feel me? Half of the niggas that's I'm telling you, half of these niggas that be talking about they getting booted, they lying, bro. I lost my virginity at 17. You know what I'm saying? 17. That's late? How is that late? You know what I'm saying? What the freak, nigga? Nigga talking about they be busting stuff at 14. Bro, stop lying, bro. You ain't hit puberty yet. What you doing, peeing on a hoe? Give me God for sale. What you doing, peeing on her? You feel me? Because, nigga, you ain't nothing, nigga. You feel me? Like, these niggas, bro, these niggas be capping about their body count. These niggas do not be smashing no females, bro. None of that, bro. I'm telling you, half of these niggas, I'll be real about mine, bro. I lost my virginity at 17, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's like, what the freak, nigga?
This was at the age of 23. I moved out of my parents' place already. I had been working a high-paying job.
I ain't got a crazy body count, you know what I'm saying?
Already, and I bought a townhouse in my hometown. It was pretty affordable.
Now, see him, I was 17.
A big townhouse. I don't live there anymore, but it was 2 floors. It was the kind of place that would impress girls at 23 if you owned it. So one day swiping on Tinder, I matched a pretty decent looking girl. I'll call her Emily. We went on a date at a nearby restaurant for dinner. I was a little in my head, thinking she was judging me or I was acting awkward. And by the end of it, I felt like she'd never want to see me again.
But just be yourself, bro, alright, bro? Golly, bro, I don't like niggas like you. Come and keep it real. Be yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't be in my head on the kind of females. I don't know, bro. I just be myself, bro. You like me, you don't, bro. I ain't gonna cap. That's the mentality you gotta have with these females, bro. It's a billion females out here, bro. That's real talk. I'm telling you how I think, bro. It's a billion females out here. I'm gonna be myself. If you don't like me, nigga, shout the F you then. What the freak? You know what I'm saying? Freak, go on about my business, nigga. The freak. It's like the you problem. To be myself. If you don't like me, for me, a freak out my face, yeah.
Me or I was acting awkward. And by the end of it, I felt like she'd never want to see me again.
So, nigga.
But when I was in bed after getting home, she told me she really liked me and had fun. I was ecstatic, honestly. So we went on a second, third, and fourth date. And honestly, things felt great after I got out of my head. We became boyfriend-girlfriend fairly quickly. But the honeymoon phase didn't last forever. When you first start seeing someone, you get excited anytime they text or call you. You crave the attention because ideally it's a two-way thing. But slowly, I started feeling as though she was texting me maybe a bit too much. At all times of the day, she'd ask where I was, if I was doing something, or perhaps took my time in responding. She'd call me or send question marks to follow up. One day when we were on the couch, she demanded we share our locations with each other. I wasn't thrilled about this, even though I had nothing to hide. I did it anyway.
Man, bro, you don't put your foot down, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, bro. You feel me? I think one girl asked me to share my location. Guess what I told her? Man, heck nah. You feel me? I never asked no girl to share her location. I ain't never sharing my location. For any of my future girlfriend, if you watching this, don't ask me to share my location. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And I don't want to wake up to 1,000 text messages. You feel me? Straight up. If I'm asleep, I'm asleep. I'll text you back when I wake up. You feel me? One thing we ain't finna do, bro. You ain't finna act like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you say unless we married, nigga. Even if we married, nigga. I'm not finna share my location, bro. That's like privacy. I ain't gonna lie. That's like you invaded my privacy, gang. I'll never ask for, even my wife. I would never ask my wife to share her location. Like you invaded my privacy. Why the freak you gotta see every one of my, like you spying on me, gang? You know what I'm saying? I don't even feel right. You feel me? I feel like I'm being watched by you, bro. I don't want to feel watched, bro. I ain't sharing my location. If you don't like that, sorry, break up with me then. And I will be signing a prenup. That's not going over. I'm telling you, that's over with. You feel me? Prenup is getting signed. If you don't want to sign no prenup, I guess I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. You feel me? We're signing prenups. I guess we ain't getting married then. I guess you ain't the one for me then.
So we're a couple months into the relationship, our location shared, and this is where things went really sour. She'd start asking me why I was at Phil's house and not answering her texts. It got so bad that one night when I was with Phil and my friend Mark in Phil's basement on a Friday night, she actually showed up to his house and Phil's mom walked Emily downstairs. She didn't even hide the fact that she was pissed at me and immediately spoke in a loud voice, almost a yell, reprimanding me for goofing around at Phil's house instead of answering her texts about going to some winery the following day.
Hey, cuh.
I asked her if we could discuss this later, but she insisted I leave with her. I apologized to my friends and went outside with her.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying, gang? You soft, bro. She knowing she can do this to you. You put your foot down one time, you let her know what the freak going on with you. The girl ain't going nowhere. Go the freak home. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put your foot down like that right there. You know what I'm saying? I tell the girl straight to her face. Like my last girl, I told her straight to her face, you gonna respect my boundaries. You know what I'm saying? You gonna respect that. You feel me? You gotta put that foot down on them. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, go back to the crib. I'll talk to you later. I don't feel like hearing it. Just go back to the crib. Man, go back to the crib! You see how I try to escalate? I don't feel like talking right now. Just go back to the crib. I'll talk to you later. Just go back to the crib. Man, go back to the crib, man!
But she insisted I leave with her. I apologized to my friends and went outside with her. We had an argument in the street. She wanted to come home with me, but I told her no. We both drove separately, obviously, so I drove home and told her not to follow me. When I got home, I sent her a long text telling her we need a break and I need space. Should I have done this in person? Yeah, probably. Text message breakups aren't fair most of the time. But honestly, in the moment, I was scared of what her reaction would be in person. Of course, she started calling me over and over, blowing up my phone with texts. When I eventually stopped answering, I got aggressive pounds at my front door of my townhouse and constant rings from the doorbell.
Freak,
it
bro.
got so bad that my neighbor actually came out and asked her what she was doing. I heard Emily screaming at him that I'm a piece of shit and this and that, and my neighbor calmly told her to go home.
This is a girl that gonna kill you.
I listened to everything with my ear basically up to the door. She did leave, and honestly, I was kind of disturbed. I'm not saying.
Yeah, bro, and a lot you got some dudes that like this, bro. You got some dudes that actually like this right here. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes actually like this. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of these niggas getting killed. Ain't nothing cute about this. I ain't gonna cap. Ain't nothing cute about this. I want my peace, and you look what you doing. For a nigga for a real dude, for all these little niggas, they like that. These immature, weird dudes, they like that right there. But for a real dude like me that like peace, you finna get the freak out my face. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna cut you off in a heartbeat. You finna play none of this. They ain't cute to me, shout. I ain't gonna cap. They ain't cute to me. All that, she loved me.
Up to the door. She did leave, and honestly, I was kind of disturbed. I'm not saying the crazy just came out of nowhere. There were definitely signs, but I was blind to some of it because of the honeymoon effect. The next day, I remembered to stop sharing my location with her, and immediately, as if she were obsessively checking our texts, she angrily blows me up for doing that. I was more and more sure of my decision to cut ties with her every text she sent. My final text to her was, "I'm sorry, Emily, I have to block you for a while. You're scaring me." She surprisingly didn't come knocking or anything. However, I noticed she instantly stopped sharing.
See,
my final text to her was, "I'm sorry, Emily, I have to block you for a while. You're scaring me." She surprisingly didn't come knocking or anything. However, I noticed she instantly stopped sharing her location as well. It was exactly 1 week later. I went over to Phil's house again and chilled with the guys. I left around 11 p.m. and got home shortly after. I wasn't tired and I was hungry, so I threw some food in the microwave and plopped on the couch to watch a movie. I was browsing all the streaming apps for something good. I wanted a scary movie. When the microwave beeped and it went silent, I suddenly heard a click or thud from the dining room. So the layout of the downstairs of the townhouse, it looped around in a circle. It went from the kitchen to dining room to living room to den, and they were all separated by a wall in the middle. However, the den to the dining room had a door, not an opening. I attached this photo to give a better idea. To allow for complete silence, I grabbed the TV remote and muted the TV, and it was then that I surely heard the door separating the den and the dining room clicking open. I peered into the dining room. I blurted out, "Who's in here?" to of course nothing in response. I entered the dining room, my blood running cold as I saw that door was opened. I have a thing for keeping doors in my home shut, and that door was no exception. I went to the kitchen and grabbed the biggest knife from the knife block. I also called 911 right away. I had never called 911 once in my life. This was a first. On the phone, I spoke really loud so that whoever was in there would hear that I was on the phone with the police. Whether this was a good idea or not, I guess is debatable. I said, "I think my crazy ex-girlfriend has broken into my house. Please send someone." The rest of that call was explaining what exactly was going on, why I thought it was my ex, and her instructing me to wait outside if possible. So I went outside and waited not far from the front door. Surprisingly quickly, a police car rolled up. I once again briefly explained what I thought was going on, and I led the officer into my home.
What's soulless?
We both performed the most thorough search of the place together, and I'm telling you, no one was in there. We checked the mini crawl space hidden in the closet. We checked every closet for that matter. We checked under the beds, under the couches, even the mini attic too. When the coast was quite literally clear, he told me to call again if I heard anything, which said to me that he believed me and knew I wasn't making it up or going crazy. My night was obviously disturbed after that.
See, I be saying, bro, you got crazy girls too, bro. Trying to tell y'all, but you put that thing on the girl, but man, if she shows, look. If she shows, you know what I'm saying? If she shows some crazy signs, you have to leave her. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you niggas not used to being loved. You know what I'm saying? That you look at this like it's love. You feel me? You're not used to a girl going crazy over you. You're not used to having no attention from a girl. You feel me? So you never pulled nothing before, nigga. Look at you. You know what I'm saying? Never pulled out a day in your freaking life. You know what I'm saying? Now you get a girl that's showing you a little attention. Now you like this. Those be the niggas that like this. You know what I'm saying? The niggas that never pulled nothing. For me, man, I've been pulling since been pulling. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm gonna cut a girl off quick. You feel me? I ain't playing none of this. I've been pulling. But for niggas that didn't been pulling, and niggas that's been on some, you know what I'm saying, loneliest, that don't get attention for no women, they gonna put up with this right here. But for me, you say share my location, hey man, get out my face, bring up. Gotta bring up. You know what I'm saying? My tolerance, you know what I mean, to that is very thin. Because how dare you ask me for my location? Girl, my mama don't ask me for my location. My pops don't ask me for my location. You think I'm finna share my location to you? My sister don't ask me for my location. My brother asked me for, but you asked me for my location? Who the heck you think I am, your dog? You know what I'm saying? I put my foot down. I ain't scared to say no. No! straight up, man. I always say be some crazy females out here, but they don't want to speak on that though. It's always the niggas out here doing crazy. They try to make it sound like it's always the niggas out here doing crazy stuff. Nah, some crazy women, like women crazy.
No way I was going to be able to sit in the living room and watch a movie now. I ate my food, which had been sitting in the microwave, and went up to my room. And
she one of them type of girls, you know what I'm saying? If I can't hire, nobody can.
The door. I texted all my friends and family, of course, about how spooked I was. But given that no one was in there, I had to dismiss it as just one of those creepy moments of something in the house moving by itself.
That's your ex, bro.
I almost texted Emily, but refrained from doing so. I took a melatonin, and from what I remember, I quickly drifted off to sleep surprisingly.
Oh, you're scared of sleep.
However, I'm a light sleeper, and something caused me to wake up.
Oh, sure.
I didn't know what it was.
Emily!
Something in the room felt off. I checked my phone, and I had a bunch of texts from a random number. That must have been what woke me up. I quickly realized it was Emily. In short, without reading the paragraph she sent me, she was stating how sorry she was and that she wanted to talk. She was begging me to see her to talk tomorrow in person, and the rest of the texts were her saying, "Are you awake?" and "Wake up" over and over. She said "wake up" a total of 8 times over text. Surprisingly, she hadn't tried calling me though. I responded, "Why are you awake right now? This is crazy that you're blowing me up at an hour like this. Honestly, if I wasn't sure before, your actions just these past few days alone have confirmed that I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Please just leave me alone." Seconds after I pressed send, I heard a scream from inside of the closet next to my bed. It was Emily's voice, yelling the word "no," and then the closet door burst open. I didn't have time.
Oh shoot! I would have lined Emily up. I would have freaking shot the heck out of Emily. I ain't gonna lie, I would have shot Emily. I would put some holes in Emily. I ain't gonna lie, I would have put some holes in Emily. You know what I'm saying? I would have put like at least 5 in. Like, I would have put holes in Emily. You know what I'm saying? Straight bullets. I ain't asking no questions. No! What the freak did I just hear? Oh, shoot! The hole in the closet! I'm finna fire you up. I'm finna fire Emily up, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm finna put some holes in Emily, gang. I'm putting nothing over no freaking woman. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't care about none of that. I don't put nothing past no woman. I don't care if you're a woman. You trying to kill me, oh. This hoe trying to kill me. This hoe was in my closet. Then when I sent a freaking message, that hoe said no. I gotta kill that hoe.
No. And then the closet door burst open. I didn't have time to think of anything besides jumping out of the bed and getting that bedroom door open and getting out of the room. It wasn't locked anymore, mind you. Once out of the room, I pushed the door shut and held it shut as she tried opening the door. She didn't just try opening it though. She started stabbing the door, and I saw the knife she was wielding piercing through my side.
Oh, shh.
In the moment, I decided to scream, "Baby, I love you, stop."
She baby now, is she? Oh, shit. Yeah, she baby now. Baby, I love you, baby. Baby, stop. Baby, it's me. It's me, baby. I ain't baby no more. You gotta put some holes in there, baby.
Piercing through my side. In the moment, I decided to scream, "Baby, I love you, stop," instead of something like, "You're sick and you need help." When I said I loved her, she stopped and calmed down, and I took this moment to call 911 again silently while still holding the door shut. At this moment, we spoke through the door to each other while I had 911 on the line, and I came up with some bullshit on the spot that I was going through a rough time right now, but that I loved her and was planning on getting back with her. She said in a frantic voice, "That's all I wanted to hear. Why couldn't you just be honest with me?" She asked me to open the door. I had to stall though. I told her I was scared and wanted her to drop the knife. Eventually, she agreed, and I told her to throw it across the room so I could hear it land. She did so. I heard the clang of the knife ricocheting off the wall and onto the floor. So what I did next, I yanked the door open and tackled Emily to the floor. She screamed and fought and went hysterical. I didn't care. I held her down as I yelled my address and everything into the phone, which was still connected to 911. I held her down all the way until the police arrived.
Straight strength.
To my surprise, the police literally kicked the front door down, and it was so loud it could be heard over Emily struggling all the way upstairs. Police entered the room quickly, a surprising amount of police actually. Emily was put in cuffs quickly, and she was hysterically crying. I think the only reason I wasn't crying was because I was in such shock. This was the worst, most scarring night of my life. The nightmare didn't end there though.
What the God? Jesus, Emily ain't going, boy. Jesus Christ, what type of extras is? Oh, yeah, this is going down for the ages right here. Emily ain't going, cuz. Emily ain't going.
Worst, most scarring night of my life. The nightmare didn't end there though. There was such a long and serious legal process that followed as far as getting Emily convicted. I never wanted my name or any info to be out there on the internet to end up on one of those crime YouTube channels, so I've been careful about leaking too much information that could get back to me. Emily's in prison for some very serious charges. No part of that makes me happy. This was someone I spent a little chunk of my life with more or less every day. Someone I thought I loved. Someone who tried to kill me. She was not right in the head, and it still pains me how oblivious I was, not only because of how infatuated I became at first, but because of my own lack of self-confidence to a degree that I was so focused on impressing her at first that I didn't even pay attention to certain alarming behaviors on her part early on. I know this will stick with me forever, and honestly, even if anonymously, it would feel good to get this story out there finally if it's chosen to be read.
Dang, y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to tell y'all, man, y'all just gotta choose wisely, man. For girl acting crazy, man. You know what I mean? Emily probably was she was a virgin probably, you know what I'm saying? So, shoot, man, you know what I'm saying?